Hi, I'm Bluebee. This is 14 Days of Zines. Welcome to day 6. Today, we're taking a look at zines that are not rectangular and we're exploring different shapes.
Part 1. Inspiration.
Here are some awesome shaped zines that I found on my wanderings through the World Wide Web. This cool Fishtails one by Davy Kit looks rectangular, but all the pages are different fish shapes. Similar to this one, which is more of a journal, but I love getting inspiration from the journal girlies too. There are circle pages in here by Megan Quinlan Studio. This banana bread zine by Stephanie Hunton is the shape of a bunch of bananas, and is adorable. What a great idea. Another art journal spread this time by It's Sid. What a fun way to showcase foods with plate-shaped pages. This beautiful paper cut vase and vessel project by Amory Weaver is so inspiring with the different heights and layers. I adored this Jello zine. I love how it's stored in the dish and you take it out and open it up. Details like this are so good. There are so many other examples of creative shaped zines, so don't feel restrained by the size or shape a zine is supposed to be.
Part 2. The idea.
For the zine I'm making today, we're going to go nostalgic. I played with Polly Pockets as a kid, so they're very nostalgic to me. I had a few of them. I remember even sewing tiny cushions and blankets for my playsets. Probably some of my first sewing projects. For this zine, I want to create different locations and maybe even a little Bluebee and Winston to go in there. I'll play around and see if I can get that to work. I haven't printed double-sided and then cut out a shape before, so I'm not sure how well my printer aligns, but I guess we'll play around and find out.
Part 3. Planning.
This is definitely more experimental of a zine than the others I've made so far in this series, and I'd like to put quite a few details on each location. So I think 3 different locations and then the front and back cover seems like a doable project. The heart-shaped compacts are the most nostalgic for me since I had a couple of those. As far as locations, I'd like to do a home, then an indoor location, and an outdoor location. The home with a garden is fairly self-explanatory. As far as indoor locations, I think the one that springs to mind most is the movie theatre, since I've been tracking my media watching this year. Of course, I'll need a movie for the big screen, and I think it has to be Project Hail Mary. I went to see that 4 times at the movie theatre. As far as the outdoor location, since it's summer, I think the beach feels right. Maybe a little beach bar and a little beach apartment to crash in. I'm going to make this in Procreate. I think that makes the most sense to try and align everything up as best I can. I'm going to use the symmetry feature here to keep everything symmetrical and give us the best shot of getting a good final print. I'm happy with this shape, so let's get all the pages and locations drawn up.
Part 4. The master copy. Part 5. Making copies.
Here's the moment of truth. How well is everything going to line up? Let's give it our best shot. I'm also attempting to print out little characters double-sided. They're pretty small, so I think they'll be less forgiving, but wish me luck. I held these up to the light and they look pretty aligned. Let's cut it out. That will be the true test. Okay, not perfect, but pretty darn close. I'm super happy with that. The little characters aren't quite as well aligned as expected, but I'll leave a little border on them and I think they'll be good. I'm so excited to show you the final reveal.
Part 6, final reveal. Part 7, thoughts.
This was my first attempt at a shaped zine and it was so fun to make. I love the process and how this opens up a whole world of possibilities for different shaped zines. It was a little nerve-wracking with the printing, seeing if all my hard work was going to pay off, and it so did. I love how this turned out and I'm sure I'll have more shaped zines in my future. Have you ever made a shaped zine? What shapes do you think would lend itself well to this type of zine making? Thanks for being here and I'll see you next time.